Alright, well, before we go and finish up our free time, we do have one last quest. Something about a deadbeat dad?
Wait, are these fortune cookies like the ones you get from a Chinese restaurant?
Clearly not, Argate. As Toa said, they were made with love.
Oh, right, you don't get that with those, shitty commercial ones.
Yeah, no, I think your old man's gonna be the one who needs the lecture after all this bullshit.
I mean, I gotta admit, calling up some rando on what's essentially Twitter to go talk to your kid because you can't for reasons, it's some kind of power move. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to what kind, but it is definitely a power move.
Yeah, it's like, what's the opposite of a helicopter parent in this scenario? At least the kid has the wherewithal to know that the situation is completely bullshit. And his dad is a fucking Twitter weirdo who just farmed out the responsibility of being a parent to a literal teenager that he found online.
Anyway, Tsubasa has challenged us to get 1,000 medals before they can.
Is that why you stopped at the medal counter before you came up here?
Well, I mean, technically, I did this out of order, because the game wants you to play arcade games and get medals that way, but unfortunately for Tsubasa, we have the power of capitalism on our side, and we can just walk back downstairs and buy 1,000 medals.
Fucking pay-to-win bullshit.
I feel like you're teaching this kid the wrong lesson here, Artix.
Because hey, Tsubasa, check out how fast I did this.
Yeah, it's a lesson he's gonna need to learn eventually. Again, what's it say that Koa's being this kid's therapist and he had to pay for the privilege of learning this kid's secrets? Look, kid, if there's anyone in this equation who was a mistake, it's clearly your dad, so... You've been pretty good about this whole thing so far.
You know, I occasionally spend time manning the storefront of the antique shop, so I know a lot about responsibility.
Hey, he's also currently trying to save the world, Artix. That's a pretty big responsibility as well.
Yeah, his own way, like sending me to talk about all of this.
Because he's a piece of shit, that's why he didn't come.
You better not tell me he's at work. Oh shit, did he actually show up? Sir, can I get reimbursed for the token or the money I spent on these tokens to beat your kid in a game?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you owe us like $200 right now. Just throwing that out there.
If I may interject, sir, I don't understand how neglect isn't going to make things worse. Just seems like you're just gonna exacerbate the problem at that point.
Look, this guy is already in the running for Dad of the Year. We don't need to tell him that.
Yeah, at this point, Ko's just like, I've got a better solution to this problem. Here, kid, come with me for a second. I'll show you something really cool. You want to learn about what an eclipse is? I'm your new dad now. You're our 7th party member for this chapter. Fuck you, Rion.
I bet you'll fit right into that tiny eclipse we just found.
Anyway, haha, it's the twist that Tsubasa is actually a girl.
Why does this matter?
I'm not really sure what that adds to this quest, but, you know, sure, whatever, you do you, Tokyo Xanadu.
I was gonna say, wow, that was completely irrelevant on so many levels.
Who cares? What did that... Okay.
There's a reason why you fast traveled away from there, because Ko would have just thrown himself off the balcony onto the floor at that point. Here's your monster, Good. Please don't do anything evil with it.
Don't tell him that. He's gonna scope out, or, you know, do a stakeout on the XRC club room now.
I mean, I suppose we do have a penchant for doing weird shit in that club, so, you know, we're not totally lying to him.
Yeah, but this guy is like, yeah, clearly a supervillain. He's gonna use our shit for even worse shit.
That said, I would absolutely not drink the energy drink that he's about to give us.
But it's so glorious.
You don't know what's in that drink.
Give it to Yuki, let him try it first.
Can I give it to Ryota instead?
Basically, yeah, I was gonna say, just to make Ryota playable, give him the drink, and then he immediately dies and is out of the party, just like that.
But I thought he had a tragic accident, and you know, his acting career got cut short. Is he dead yet, or is he still dying?
I mean, everybody is technically dying when you think about it. Also, I appreciate how Ko's intelligence went up by the act of giving an obvious evil creepo, like, a mystical fluid that he can do no good shit with.
No. We got virtue for that because we completed a quest.
That was virtue?
Again, not really helping the situation.
Now this is virtue.
Okay. That's that's a phrase I was expecting to see today.
I mean, this is not the first time that Lovecraft has turned up in this game.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, but the localization has also, like... Yeah, once again, remember we put a pin in that other episode. Remember that it also went to Flanderization? Well, so, like... The tone of this game is just so all over the place. Or maybe I should say the tone of the localization, because it was probably better in the original. Anyway, this bonding event is clearly non-canon because Ko willingly went in and to spar with Grandpa.
Are we sure Ko went to go spar?
He helped. Pretty sure that's what that pre-conversation was about.
Oh, there we go.
I mean, Gramps could probably take the both of them at once, but yeah, no, one at a time is probably a lot fairer on each of them.
I don't think the age thing is really the problem here, Ko.
Yeah, like, Gramps has a solid foot and like 50 pounds on him.
And, you know, is also literally the master of a school of martial arts, and you are not.
Yeah, like, I don't even think Ko's thrown a punch in this game so far.
Yeah, not outside the Eclipse, I think.
I think he did throw when Rion was being attacked back in chapter 4 by the Blaze Goons.
Did he?
He kind of like pinched their shoulder, and then like their monster drugs kicked in and they beat the shit out of him.
Anyway, have we mentioned that Sora's, like, entire personality revolves around her martial arts yet?
No, I don't think it's come up yet.
Only 3/4 of it. The last part revolves around just tormenting Yuki now.
You know, that's a good part of her personality. We should see more of that. Gonna drag that boy kicking and screaming into having an actual character arc. Well, I suppose Ko always was a glutton for punishment, so I guess that doesn't surprise me that much in the end.
Well, that was fun. Who else won the Bond event vote?
This is Shio's, I believe.
Good stuff.
Yeah, basically like everyone but June, I think.
Who got yeah, it was Ryota, Asuka, and Mr. Goro, I think, were the three that got bumped.
This is why you should have put the poll up after the side story drop, because, like, I have a feeling, like, interest in Mr. Goro would have took off like a fucking rocket for some vague reason we're not really going to talk about yet.
Look, are you telling me that you don't think that Mr. Goro is the most interesting character in this game? Just the mild-mannered English teacher who goes hiking on the afternoon and stops by the local brewery.
I don't know, I'm feeling suddenly bullish on him for some reason. I feel like he is quite the master of his domain. Chief among them being the best damn English teacher in the entire school. Also, where the fuck did Shio get a motorcycle from?
Oh, she has always had a motorcycle.
He just hasn't had a chance to ride it.
Also, I'd ask why it looks like it came out of a Cold Steel game, but it probably literally did come right out of a Cold Steel game.
It absolutely did. I don't know how many tweaks they did to the model, but this is absolutely stolen straight out of Cold Steel 1.
Bless you, Falcom, you lazy asset reusing bastards.
I mean, why reinvent the wheel if you don't have to? RGG Studio gets away with it every year, more or less.
Anyway, hey, remember how we had that sort of like, we just kind of let that whole thing with Chaos kind of hang and forget about that?
That other shoe is finally dropping?
Well, it's only dropping if you actually bother to do this side story.
Also, wow, and I thought the Blaze logo looked shitty and cheap.
The way that S is drawn is really bothering me, and I can't articulate why.
It's because it's not clean. Like everything else looks like it's like it's actually like properly stenciled, and then the S looks like somebody freehanded it.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Also, that font doesn't exactly scream chaos so much as it screams corporate. Shio just picks up the motorcycle and clotheslines all three of them with it.
You know, we did say that Shio was basically a Yakuza protagonist. It wouldn't surprise me.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, I scrubbed through the video like about a week ago when you sent it to me, and when it got to this point, I honestly thought that those were the original dipshits from Blaze, and they just, like, literally just switched sides and joined Chaos because they're that fucking huge cowards.
I mean, that also would not surprise me. Anyway, we will never speak of this again because it's in a side story and not the actual plot.
Thank God.
Would the rest of the XRC even care about this?
I mean, I imagine the ones that went through the Blaze incident would probably be like, oh Christ, here we go again.
Again, that is literally everyone at this point, because, like, Mitsuki was involved in that, but not a party member yet, and yeah, like, even fucking Toa was wrapped up in that shit too, in some capacity, so, whatever, this entire video's been fucking pointless.
Not as pointless as the next one. Because the next one has Shiori in it, and
Why do you fucking do this to me all the goddamn time?